High FM, your station of choice since 2008.
The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. That's the quote of my next guest, and he lives by it, and he's earned the right to it. Prince Tamane grew up in difficult conditions, but instead of waiting for someone to change his circumstances, he changed them himself. He built an internet cafe in his own backyard, and with the support of the Angel Network, he has started a donation which gave a donation of computers. That backroom has grown into the Ayetu Skills Development Center, a hub training young people and adults in everything from occupational health and safety to photography. He's also the founder of TG Proprietary Limited, a social enterprise bringing social development and life-changing opportunities to underprivileged communities. On the eve of Mandela Day, with its theme that it's still in our hands to combat poverty and iniquity, I can't think of a better example of these words in action than Prince Tamane. Prince, welcome and thanks so much for joining me.
Hi, Charis. Thank you very much for having me. A very good day to you and the listeners at home. I'm happy to be here with you.
I'm really delighted to have you. Prince, tell me a little bit about your background.
So, a lot of people know that I'm from Tsakane, east of Gauteng, in Ekurhuleni. I come from very humble beginnings. I was raised by my grandmother. She taught me many things I am today. She's the person I draw inspiration from. I've been involved in many community activities, many community upskillment initiatives. I've worked with different people, different organizations, ranging from civil society movements. Some people know my background, having been involved in politics briefly. But now I am strongly involved in skills development through the help of the Angel Network. And yes.
Okay, so, I mean, you have done a hang of a lot, yet you're extremely young. I don't normally ask the age of my guests, but which category, which age group are you in?
I'm in my mid-20s.
Yeah, so you've done a hang of a lot, including actually turning to politics. And I think, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, but you're a bit disillusioned by politics.
Yeah, I can. What I'll just say now, it's election year, it's election. People, I might get caught into politics, but I'll just say politics happened to me as it's happening to many young people who have the heart of doing great things, but find out that the elderly people, instead of developing the future, up-grooming young talent, they use them for their selfish interests.
Yeah, it is a bit sad, but hopefully one day you can get into politics and make a meaningful difference. But, it's a hard road to follow. Tell me a little bit about, firstly, and I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this correctly, the Ayetu Skills Development Center.
Okay, so Ayetu Skills Development Center is a very, very inspirational project involved in. When we looked at our community, we are in a remote area in a township. Instead of just relying on external help and waiting on government to bring opportunities, we saw that it is very important to do something within our community, by the people in the community. And what we did is to develop a research that will give us the skills that are required to enable people to be employed in the neighboring areas. Because one of the biggest challenges is that we find institutions coming in with a curriculum that offers training, but at the same time doesn't speak to employability. So it's a sort of a wasteful investment. So what we did differently is to model our approach into saying, let us first do the needs research. Is this particular training needed? And are we going to bring the impact by the only impact we can bring by skills development center is to make sure that the people we are training get opportunities. So we are actually not only a skills center, but we are a pathway between the communities and the employers. So what we do is bridge the gap between the two. We train the people to be industry ready.
So tell me a little bit about the training you offer.
So we offering, like I'm saying, when we started, we had photography, we had AI in farming, we had occupational health and safety. So what happened then is that we saw that there is also now a need for beauty therapy because a large number of people in the communities, everyone wants to look beautiful. Everyone wants to look beautiful, and that is the opportunity we said. Let us tap in. A lot of our young people, they are not lazy. They're not skilled to actually utilize the talent they have. So we added to our curriculum the beauty therapy, and we are changing now. The photography is one of the opportunities which we are going to put on hold because we don't have media houses around Tsakane, so we don't want to waste the resources. The resources we have, we are going to be ensuring that they are used to maximize the impact.
Yeah, absolutely. And you talk about AI, and maybe we can just explore the relationship that technology and AI have the ability to both create and narrow the distance between haves and have-nots. And how do you see that playing itself in your area?
So it's interesting that you're asking me that question because as we speak, we've got a group of candidates who have, it's actually not candidates, it's graduates who have completed their AI in farming course. They've grouped themselves. They are now developing an app that will be able to do automatic watering system, disease alert. We recently had the foot and mouth disease. If we had an AI system that is able to detect diseases in time, we are then able to say in the future we are able to minimize the impact of those such diseases. And this app is also going to then be able to give weather updates to say in the next coming days, the temperature will drop into these levels. You need to cover your crops. This is what we are bringing into the future. We need to ensure that our agriculture is one of the most important categories in the economy, and we need to ensure that we are moving with times. If you look at countries that are investing in agricultural technology, you can see that they are thriving. You can look at Israel, for example. So we are looking at taking some models from such nations and draw successes from them.
Tell me a little bit about the organization TG Proprietary Limited.
So TG Pty Ltd. It is a social enterprise of which I co-founded with Ntabseng Tobagale. We exist to maximize that. Our only reason why we exist is to maximize the opportunities in our communities. It's not that we don't have opportunities in the communities. The problem is that we don't utilize the resources to maximize those opportunities. Take, for example, we've got a number of community gardens in our communities, but when you look at what they are planting, it just needs to be well modeled so that they are onboarded to the supply chain. We need just to educate our people in saying there are such opportunities. This is what you need to do. We get our communities working. That is what we are existing for.
Prince, I like the entrepreneurial spirit and also the philanthropic. And I just kind of remembered now that actually you and I think, met for the first time in Boksburg. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. So and just also to remind that you're in your mid-20s, okay? And Boksburg was, I think, 4 years ago? Is that correct?
Yes, it was 4 years ago.
4 years ago. So just to remind the listeners, 4 years ago, there was a horrific explosion when a truck went under a bridge, and it resulted in the death of many, many people, including nurses who were catching a taxi just outside the hospital. And it affected, honestly, the community in such a profound way. It was also just before Christmas. And just spontaneously, people came into Boksburg to try and help in whatever way they can. And I remember meeting Prince because he was fixing windows from the explosion, damaged the windows, and Prince was there helping to fix it. And I wonder, you are very young, so you've obviously been involved in giving back for a long time already. What motivates you, Prince?
It is humanity. When you look at humanity in its own existence, is taking care of the person next to you, is wishing them the same opportunities you have. That's what keeps me awake even at night, to ensure that the opportunities I have, even the next person shares the same opportunities. Hence, I was involved in politics I was trying to say, let us have equal opportunities. Politics happen. It definitely happened.
And just in terms of where you were born, I mean, I know Tsakani is a struggling area. There's high unemployment. Just maybe describe it, the unemployment rates and where people get jobs. And
okay, so I'll just give you an image of how Tsakani looks like, and specifically the extension I'm part of, because in the townships the area is divided into many extensions. Where I stay, we have a population or a household. We've got over 3,000 households. There is no taxi rank. There is no clinic. There is the nearest school is 4 kilometers away. When you look at the opportunities, you need to, if you get employed, part of what you're working for is to be able to get transport fare. A large amount of what you get paid goes to transport. So I can say we are an underprivileged community, but we've got a lot of potential. Hence, we exist to unleash the potential and to bring a different model into the community, to say you don't need to depend on big enterprises. You can do it upon yourselves.
It's absolutely incredible. Prince, if anybody would like to get involved in what you do or learn a little bit more or whatever, contribute in any way, because just as I was chatting to Gabi Fabakar, my colleague, we were talking about Mandela Day and the amazing Maharashi Institute in town. And what we saw there is that organizations coming together can have such a big impact, but it does require cooperation and networking and bringing in all the players who are absolutely committed. So what would you think you need, and how can community members get hold of you should they wish to?
So you mentioned a quite important point there, saying when with networking, you are able to achieve a lot of things. If you just mentioned during now the interview that you met me in Boksburg, and part of the people who were involved in ensuring that we bring the social relief in that community. It was different organization, the SHAPD, it was the Angel Network. The Angel Network has been very, very helpful to from then to now. When you look at how they are able to network resources, ensure that they are involved in community projects like this. That is the power of networking. So I would say to the people, go to the Angel Network website, look at the campaign, There is a campaign we are currently running now with the Angel Network to ensure that every little you can contribute goes to different communities in need. And we are not only saying we need this model in Tsakane, we are also hoping to develop a similar project very soon in KZN. So I would say we need to bring our hands together in communities, those who can to afford, those who cannot, an opportunity to share the same opportunities we have.
Thank you so much. So, if anybody would like to get hold of you?
Okay, so we've got a social media page, a Facebook page. We are also on Instagram. It is TG Proprietary Limited, and you can also WhatsApp us on. I don't know if I would say the number.
Okay, maybe
correct,
don't.
but
Okay,
it is
don't worry. Don't worry.
yeah,
Don't worry. If you're feeling
yeah,
insecure,
yeah.
not to worry. Okay, so through the you can either get it through the Angel Network, which everybody in our community
Yes.
knows, or through your websites, or they're welcome to contact me.
Yes.
If anybody would like to know more about Prince, there was a fantastic article about him that appeared in the Good Things Guy. It was beautiful to read, so lovely, lovely article. Well done. And thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you very much for having me.
That was Prince Tamane, and we were talking about the incredible initiatives that he's done in his area.